for different people, for different things that we have said, for different things that we have done, consciously or unconsciously. But we all feel guilty. So, what is this guilt and why do we have it? This is a feeling when we feel some kind of thing that we have done wrong to somebody else, or there is something which we lack. And generally, there are so many people in society and around us who would want to make us feel guilty. But the problem with this feeling of guilty or guilt is that it is very bad for our health. Some studies say that the pain of guilt is equivalent to physical pain, as if somebody has stabbed you. So when you feel guilty, the overall mental state alters. You start feeling depressed. You start becoming the enemy of your own self. So you don't need other enemies around you. Guilt is that thing that will make you your own enemy. So rather than other people saying you are not able to do this, or other people saying that you have done something wrong, you yourself start blaming yourself, and that too continuously. So many of you might have heard this chatter in your mind: I'm not enough. I do not have discipline. I am not talented enough, maybe. Or even if I'm talented, I do not have that persistence in me. I have this lacking. I'm not a good mother. I'm not a good husband. Or I'm not a good wife. I'm not a good friend. Something like that, which goes on chattering into your brain many times, like a humming of a bee. There is a problem in medical science known as tinnitus. What is that tinnitus? There is a continuous voice that goes on, ringing voice that goes on into your brain. It appears that is, even if you are sleeping, even if you are talking, even if you are doing whatever, there is a continuous noise. Something very similar is done to us by guilt. We start to criticize our own selves, we start to blame our own selves, we start to feel inadequate about our own self. And then, slowly and steadily, the guilt makes you that person which you don't like. Slowly and steadily, your motivation drops, your overall personality drops, you become more insecure, you become less confident, there is more depressive state, you become more depressive, there is less achievement in your life, you get less achievement, you become more insecure, now you are more guilty. And as the guilt breeds guilt, you come to a situation where things start to fall apart. And then you also become the spreading agent. Then you also start spreading guilt. And because your own guilt is not fulfilled, you feel like, I am guilty. Now you want to transfer that guilt. You also start to, transfer that guilt to your parents. You did not do this for me. If you would have guided me right in my young age, I would have been a better person in career. You start to blame your husband because you have to transfer the guilt now. So you start to blame, since the time I married you, this has happened to me. Since the time I have married you, I'm not able to pursue my career. Or the husband may transfer the guilt to wife. You keep nagging me because of the household chores, that is why I'm not able to concentrate on my work. Or something like that. Or sometimes parents transfer their guilt to children. They start saying, because of you, we were not able to do this. Because we had to take care of this, we were not able to pursue careers. Because you were doing this, we had to do this. And you start throwing your guilt like bacteria, viruses, or garbage all over the place. And now the society or the group of people becomes a kind of a barter system of guilt. कुछ guilt आप हमें दे दो, कुछ हमारा ले लो. It becomes a system where you throw your guilt to other person is ready with their own guilt baggage. They are throwing it at you. You say to your parents, you did not do this for me. Your parents say, what have you done? What have you done for me? We have raised you till here. Our responsibility is over. And then you say, no, how can your responsibility be over? You haven't done this. So the shifting of guilt starts. So it's very important that we understand this whole mechanism of guilt. So first, the guilt starts with your own insecurity. It has to. If today you are a very honest person, and if I today tell you that you have stolen this, will you feel guilty? No? What will you feel? Either you will say, oh, I don't know what this person is talking about. You will reject it. I don't know what this person is talking about. Second, even if you try to understand what they are talking about, you will say, no, I haven't done it. You might be talking about somebody else. Will you start feeling guilty about that theft? No. Why will you not feel guilty? Because you have not stolen anything. So there has to be an insecurity which is there, which breeds guilt. And now this insecurity that you have in your own self, it is kind of a raw wound. This is kind of a raw wound, and you walk through it. आप एक खुला हुआ जख्म लेके सोसाइटी में घूम रहे हो, और जिसे वो raw wound दिखेगा, the person who doesn't like you, the person who is waiting to hurt you, and when they see a raw wound, what they do first? They put some salt on it. जख्म पे नमक लगा दिया जाता है, and that जख्म पे नमक starts the guilty spree. So first we have to understand that nobody can make us guilty or feel guilt if there is no insecurity in us. For insecurities, we will try to discuss it another day. That is another topic. But today, first identify what insecurity you have. Why are you guilty? And address that insecurity. Second, do not allow other people to make you feel guilty. The more you allow them, the more they will try to have that stance of theirs. Do not become a carpet, ever. Being polite never means being a carpet. You remain polite, fine. People can talk to you, fine. You are approachable, fine. But are you a carpet? No. Are you a person who can be transferred guilt for no good reason? No. Do not take the guilt of others. We all have troubles, we all have our own problems, and we have to fight our own wars. The war of Arjun could not have been fought by Krishna. The war of Krishna could not have been fought by Yudhishthir, and war of Yudhishthir could not have been fought by Dhritarashtra, nor the Dhritarashtra war could have been fought by Bhishma. All different characters, different troubles, different wars. Each one of us have to fight our own wars. So do not try to carry the guilt of others. They have their wars, they have their troubles, as you have your own. Fine. We can help each other, we can understand each other. The rather better thing, rather than taking the guilt, it is better to understand the others. Why they are doing this. And once you understand why they are transferring their guilt to you, then rather than feeling furious or guilty, you start feeling empathetic. Like, supposedly, your mother says, you know, I have raised you such good daughter or a son, and I have done so much for you. My parents haven't done anything for me at that stage when I was young. I was not sent to this and that. You are lucky. Then you start to understand that yes, she has faced it. And once you understand, you will not take it as a tantrum. You will not take it as a taunt. You will not take it as something that has been said just to make you feel bad. So we have to go behind the whole idea to understand the other person and understand their insecurities. Once you understand their insecurities, done. You do not take up the guilt they are transferring you. You stop taking others' guilt, and you stop feeling guilty, because we have to love our own self. We have to forgive. Forgiveness starts with our own self. Sometimes we tend to forgive others, we tend to look at other people with empathy and sympathy. But when it comes to ourselves, some people are too harsh. They will remember what they have done and keep on repeating that in our mind again and again and again and again. Stop it. It's okay. We all have made mistakes. There is no one in this world who can claim that they haven't made mistakes. No one. There is no one in the world who can say that they have not lied, they have not done anything wrong with any other person or their own self. There is not a person who hasn't hurt the other. We all have hurt somebody else, somebody or the other in our life. Sometime consciously, sometime unconsciously. All of us. So we just have to understand that, and everyone has done it. We just want to keep our balance low. We just want that we improve day by day. We just improve day by day, and we do not become a person who sulk in their own guilt. Forgive and forget. It's okay. So there is a bad phase, fine. Scrap the paper, scrap the story, and start anew. गलती हो गई, माफ करो खुद को, दूसरों से भी माफी मांग लो. Ask forgiveness from others also. Let them forgive you, and after that, forget and start anew. It's fine. Maybe you would not have been a good friend till now. Be a good friend now. Start becoming the person you are. Gandhi ji did not become Gandhi ji from day one. Vivekanand ji did not become Vivekanand ji in day one. Buddha did not become Buddha in day one. We all know that when he was a Prince Siddharth, he was having parties. He was having wine. He was having fine. But did he not become Buddha then? He became. It's not important what mistakes have you done. What is important, that do you just remain guilty and still repeat the problems, still repeat the mistakes, become more depressive and repeat the mistakes again, or you realize I have done some mistakes, fine, we all do it, but from now on I will not repeat it. I will improve myself. With the daily effort, you improve yourself and become a better person. It's fine if today you are Siddharth, but do you aspire to become Buddha? It's fine wherever you are currently, but do you aspire to become better? So if you aspire to become better, then one thing which you do not have to do is stay guilty. If you have done something wrong, ask forgiveness. Go to the other person, talk to them, and most of the time, trust me, it's my experience, Most of the time, there are just misunderstandings. I see 6, you see 9, and we are fighting for no good reason, because 6 and 9 just perspectives. I'm looking from my direction, you are looking from your direction. So most of the time, fights are like that. We don't know, but the other people are fighting, as they don't know, but we are fighting. So just trust the process and remember, as Buddha said, the 5, 10 universes, as many universes as there are, but your story of compassion, your story of love starts with that person who is within you. So start your empathy, start your sympathy, and start your self-love with you as soon as possible. And once you love yourself, most of the time you will realize you earn the capability of loving others. And if you don't love yourself, you just become a tool to transfer guilt. So love yourself. खुद से प्यार कर, क्योंकि तुझसे ज्यादा तुझे कोई नहीं जानता. Thank you.